Alright, it's May 29th, and we're going to try Long Lake for a little bit this evening, just a couple hours. And if you remember from my last video on Fish Lake with Greg, right away went to the other side of the lake and then the motor wouldn't start, and couldn't figure it out. Spent the whole rest of the day just trolling our way in. A couple days later I checked to see if any fuses were blown inside the motor, and everything looked good there. So I was trying to figure it out, just realized that I'm just an idiot, and you know, this thingy wouldn't start because the kill switch was out of place. So let's try it. Charged the battery just to make sure it wasn't that, but I knew it wasn't. Simple. I'm sure it's happened to everybody. I mean, 20 years of experience, 40 years of experience, whatever. And yeah, just missed a simple thing like that. It's kind of like forgetting to put the drain plug back in. I've never done that before. So, all right, let's get fishing. I'm sure a lot of you probably saw that video and knew right away what I did wrong. But Greg didn't know. Thanks a lot, Greg. You're a big help. So we'll start off with a chatterbait, since that's what we've got tied on. No jerkbaits tied on right now. Plane, one of the propeller planes that has the movable, I don't know what they're called, ospreys or something like that. Just flew into the airport and just took off right after it landed, I think. See that right over my head? Until a pike bites off this chatterbait. I'm going to try it on the deep edge first, then we'll work up a little shallower with chatterbait, rattle trap. Water temp, plane's coming right back. They're just practicing, I guess. 65 degrees the water temp. What'd I say about a pike biting me off? Mission accomplished. It's okay. Just put a jerkbait on this one. A jerkbait rod anyway. Didn't need that expensive jackhammer. That same Rapala Maverick we've been using the last couple times. It's kind of a bluegill color, I guess. A little purpley. Massive crappie. Apparently there's big crappie in Long Lake. I caught a couple big ones here last year. That's a good, what, 13-incher? Yep, 13 1/4. Nice crappie. Fishing the jerkbait, not getting any bites. I'm trying to fish right on the edge. There's bluegill suspended right at the surface. I thought a jerkbait underneath would get some bass, but hasn't worked out. We're going to turn around and fish more on the flat, 4 to 5 feet. See if we can find some pockets of bluegill beds, save for later to fish for, and also to see if there's any bass crawling that. So we'll try the rattle trap right now and just kind of cover some water, see if we find any groups of bluegill beds. Jerkbait. It's not a pike, it's a decent bass, I think. But it's a pike, so that's nice. birdie and a pike. We're doing great so far today. Lost a 12-inch bass. Man. Just thinking about my next spot. Not doing great the way I thought I would, so we're gonna run and check where bedding bass would be, where I've caught them in the past, see if I see any bass on bed still. I thought in my Pawpaw Lake video that bass spawn was about done, but saw tournament results. Somebody did really good on Pawpaw Lake catching spawning smallmouth, so I don't know what I'm talking about. Water's been cold, so maybe the bass are delayed by 2 or 3 weeks. Just missed a bite on the rattle trap. Probably a pike, who knows? Let's go check for bedding bass. Work off something under that boat. Keeper bass, remember? Next to a dock that had a whole bunch of turtles dive off of it, splash, make a bunch of noise. Alright, 15-incher. Another one that's 14 or 15 inches. $6.50, but I think that's going to do it. Just a couple hours of fishing today. Doesn't really matter. We got the boat to work. Caught a couple fish, one of each kind, kind of. Missed a few bites. Could have been a little better. I don't know. I don't think the fish I caught was on the bed. I didn't see any other beds really in there. It was just shallow water. Might have been hanging out still post spawn, but anyway, we'll get some more short trips coming up. Summertime, morning trips, stuff like that. So, all right, thanks for watching. Click subscribe and have a good day.